Hello, Smarties, and welcome to another episode of Smart Real Estate with Westcliff. I'm your host, Addy Saeed, and with me is my co host, Jaffer. Today, we're diving into a really exciting topic turnaround projects in real estate.
That's right, Addy. In this episode, we'll be talking about turnaround projects, which is when an investor takes a project that is underperforming, either due to poor management, tenant issues, or outdated design, and works to reposition the property for success.
Turnaround projects are a key strategy in real estate investing, especially for properties that are struggling but still have potential. By repositioning the property through capital improvements, changing the tenant mix, or even rezoning the property to a different use, investors can take what might seem like a liability and turn it into a profitable asset. Guys, let's break down what a turnaround project actually involves. Essentially, you're taking a property that isn't performing well and finding ways to reposition it in the market. There's a few common strategies investors use to do this.
Absolutely, Addy. One of the common strategies is to revamp the tenant mix. Sometimes a property isn't performing well because the current tenants just don't align with the area's demographics or the property's potential use. For example, you might see an old retail center that's filled with outdated shops, and by switching the tenant mix to a more service based businesses like gyms, medical offices, or co working spaces, you can immediately boost the property's appeal.
So bringing more people in helps out. Another key strategy is capital expenditure, or CapEx as we call it. This involves upgrading the physical property, whether that's updating the common areas, modernizing the infrastructure, or adding amenities that can attract high paying tenants. Things like energy efficiency systems, better parking facilities, or even just aesthetic improvements like new landscaping can go a long way.
And lastly, rezoning is another powerful tool. Sometimes a property is just in the wrong zoning category to be profitable. Rezoning a commercial space into residential use, for instance, can significantly increase its value in areas where housing is in high demand.
Think smart centers. Let's walk through a real life example of a successful turnaround project. Imagine a small shopping plaza that's located in a suburban area. Over the years, the plaza has struggled with high vacancy rates. The tenants that remain are outdated. Think dry cleaners, small thrift stores, or some local offices.
The investor steps in and sees the potential. The first move is to analyze the local market. It turns out the neighborhood has shifted with younger families moving in and an increasing demand for fitness centers, daycares, and community services. The investor decides to target tenants that align with those needs, including a fitness studio, a daycare center, and a small cafe.
But it doesn't stop there. The investor also decides to make strategic capital improvements. They modernize the facade, install energy efficient lighting, and improve the parking lot. The new look, combined with a better tenant mix, transforms the property's image.
I love that word, facade. Within a year, the plaza is nearly fully leased and the property value has increased substantially. By repositioning the property with a new tenant mix and upgrades, the investor successfully turns around what was once a struggling asset into a thriving community center.
Turnaround projects are all about identifying potential where others see problems. And we hope this episode gives you some insight into how this strategy works. Remember, with the right mix of creativity and market research, you can transform underperforming properties into highly profitable investments.
And if you're sitting here listening to this episode and you're interested in learning more about turnaround projects or need help with your own real estate properties, make sure to subscribe to our podcast and visit our website at www.westcliffam.com/listen.
And as always, if you need personalized advice, please give us a call at 647 799 2264. We'd love to help you with your real estate journey.
And Smarties, please remember this podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always seek professional advice before making any investment decisions.